Compression ratio is a fundamental concept that directly influences how powerful, efficient, and reliable an engine can be. The compression ratio is one of the most important measurements in an internal combustion engine. It describes how much the air-fuel mixture is squeezed inside the engine before it is ignited. In simple words, the compression ratio compares the largest volume inside the cylinder to the smallest volume inside the cylinder during the compression part of the engine cycle. This applies to piston engines used in most cars, motorcycles, and even modern hybrid vehicles. Because compression ratio directly affects engine power, fuel efficiency, emissions, and reliability, it is a key design choice for every modern engine. The most common way to measure compression ratio is called the static compression ratio. In a typical piston engine, the piston moves up and down inside the cylinder. When the piston is at the very bottom of its movement, the cylinder volume is at its maximum. When the piston reaches the very top, the volume is at its minimum. The static compression ratio is simply the ratio between these two volumes. For example, if the cylinder holds 10 times more air at the bottom than at the top, the compression ratio is written as 10:1. Static compression ratio is easy to calculate and is often listed in vehicle specifications. However, it does not tell the full story of how the engine actually behaves while running. The dynamic compression ratio is a more advanced and realistic measurement. In real engines, air is not trapped perfectly inside the cylinder. Valves open and close while the piston is moving, and some air can escape or enter during the compression stroke. This means the effective compression can be lower or higher than what the static number suggests. Dynamic compression ratio considers when the intake valve closes, how much air actually remains in the cylinder, camshaft timing, airflow behavior at different engine speed. Because of this, the dynamic compression ratio is always lower than the static compression ratio, but it gives a more accurate picture of engine performance, fuel needs, and knock resistance. Modern engine designers rely heavily on dynamic compression ratio when tuning engines for efficiency and durability. A higher compression ratio is generally beneficial because it allows an engine to extract more energy from the same amount of fuel. Internal combustion engines are heat engines. When the air-fuel mixture is compressed more tightly, combustion becomes more efficient. This leads to better fuel economy, more power from the same engine size, lower fuel consumption at cruising speeds, reduced exhaust temperatures. With higher compression, the expanding gases push the piston harder during the power stroke, converting more heat into useful mechanical work instead of wasting it as heat. This is one reason modern engines focus heavily on optimizing compression ratio. While higher compression ratios bring benefits, they also create serious engineering challenges. As compression increases, cylinder pressure becomes much higher. Internal temperatures rise. Engine components face greater mechanical stress. Risk of engine knock increases. Engine knock happens when fuel ignites uncontrollably due to excessive heat and pressure. This can damage pistons, valves, and bearings if not controlled. To safely use higher compression ratios, engines need stronger pistons and connecting rods, advanced cooling systems, precise fuel injection, sophisticated engine control units or ECUs, knock sensors, and real-time ignition adjustment. Because of these factors, there is a practical limit to how high compression ratios can go in everyday vehicles. Modern gasoline engines typically use compression ratios between 9:1 and 12:1, depending on design and purpose. However, recent engineering advancements have allowed some engines to go higher without sacrificing reliability or fuel compatibility. Key technologies that enable this include direct fuel injection, improved combustion chamber design, better airflow management, advanced engine software, high-precision ignition control. These technologies allow engines to run higher compression while still using regular or mid-grade fuel in many markets. Some modern engines push compression ratios further for better efficiency. Mazda's Skyactiv gasoline engines are a well-known example. These engines use compression ratios as high as 14:1 to 16:1, depending on market and configuration. Mazda achieves this through direct injection, rapid combustion, reduced residual exhaust gases, and carefully shaped pistons. Toyota's dynamic force engines also use high compression ratios, typically around 13:1 to 14:1, focusing on fuel efficiency and low emissions in both conventional and hybrid vehicles. High-performance cars also use higher compression ratios, but they often require premium fuel to avoid knock and ensure stable combustion. Engines with turbochargers or superchargers usually have lower static compression ratios than naturally aspirated engines. This is because forced induction already compresses the air before it enters the cylinder. If the compression ratio were too high, cylinder pressure would become excessive. Modern turbo engines balance this by using lower static compression, high boost pressure, direct injection, advanced knock control. Some modern turbocharged engines use surprisingly high compression ratios thanks to precise electronic control and improved cooling, proving how far engine technology has advanced. Compression ratio is closely linked to fuel quality. Gasoline with a higher octane rating can withstand higher compression without knocking. That is why engines with higher compression often recommend premium fuel. Modern cars use knock sensors that detect abnormal combustion and automatically adjust ignition timing to protect the engine. This allows flexibility in fuel choice, but may reduce performance or efficiency if lower octane fuel is used. Engines designed to run on alternative fuels can often use higher compression ratios. Liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, and compressed natural gas, CNG, have higher resistance to knock than gasoline. This allows engines running exclusively on these fuels to operate with higher compression ratios, improving efficiency. Ethanol-based fuels also support higher compression ratios and are commonly used in performance and racing applications due to their cooling effect and high knock resistance. High-performance and racing engines often use very high compression ratios because they operate on specialized fuels and are built with extreme materials. Motorcycle engines, especially sport and racing models, commonly use compression ratios above 12:1, even in road-legal designs. Racing engines running on ethanol or methanol can exceed 14:1 or even 16:1, extracting maximum power at the cost of higher fuel consumption and shorter service life. These engines prioritize performance over longevity, unlike consumer vehicles. Traditionally, engines had a fixed compression ratio that could not change during operation. This limited efficiency across different driving conditions. Variable compression ratio technology allows the engine to adjust compression while running. At low loads and cruising speeds, higher compression improves fuel efficiency. Under high load or acceleration, lower compression helps prevent knock and increases power. This technology allows one engine to behave like both an economy engine and a performance engine.